Hello and welcome to another Tigs unboxing, brought to you by TGL, which is me. Anyhow, we have arrived freshly whacked and booted and very looking worse for wear, the comic block. I've only just subscribed to it. If you want to too, it's another one from Nerdblock. They cost $13.99 US. I think it cost me about 35 shipped Australian. So we'll get straight down to it. Good old Batman. It's yeah, it's looking a little bit worse for wear. Ooh, straight through. Awesome. Alright, so basically the gist that I get from these boxes is I think you get about 3 comics, a shirt, and I think one other thing. I'm not entirely sure. This is my first time getting this box in particular. I cancelled my classic in my arcade to switch to this instead. So I'm hoping that this one will be a lot more worth it because I've started getting more into my comics. So we shall see. Straight off the bat, I think I like it. Alright, so first off we have a shirt, and we have, kind of looks like a Gwen Venom thing. As usual, it is a Gildan shirt, which the shirts are awesome, they feel so good. Gives you a shirt punch save 10% thing. I'm assuming it's an exclusive shirt to Nerdblock, but who knows. But yeah, it's quite nice. It's nice to have a different colour from black, but I mean white. Couldn't you have gone like a red or something, or maybe like a pink or a purple, since you kind of got like Gwen and Venom there. Moving on. Alrighty, so first comic in the block, DC's Comics Bombshells. First edition, well, no, first comic, you know. And straight off the bat, first thing I see I like is the fact that it's bagged and boarded. It's always good. I bought like a bunch of the bags and the boards just in case, but it's good to know that they're doing this. So we'll have a quick look. So here's just like some of the art inside the comic. So this is a first issue, I don't know, first in the line, however you want to put it. Liking it. Alright, next we have, oh yeah, issue 1, there we go. Red Sonja, I don't know, Red Sonja Conan, again, number 1, and it's got comic block on there, so I'm assuming it might be a comic block cover, or a comic block variant. So we'll show you some of the artwork. So there you go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Camera's not going to focus. But that's just some of the artwork. Looks really nice. I like the fact that so far you got bagged and boarded. You have bagged and boarded. And you also have that they're giving you like the issue 1s. Rather than, you know, giving you a whole bunch that are, you know, part way through or something. Because that kind of sucks when they do that. Ooh. Okay, this one's like sealed. So the X-Files season 11, it's got a 1 on there, so I'm assuming it's a first or an issue 1, and it's got the comic block and IDW, so I'm assuming again that that might be an exclusive. Looks really nice. I'm not going to open that one since it's sealed. I don't like opening sealed things sometimes. And then we have Heart and Brain by the Awkward Yeti. This kind of accurately describes my life right there. Says, look what I bought. Is that an original Super Goat action goat? Must have cost a fortune. Heart goes, don't worry about the credit cards. You can't put a price on nostalgia. And then the brain goes, well, I suppose it can only go up in value. Then the heart rips out the goat from its packaging, and the brain yells, what are you doing? It's worthless now. And the heart, the brain is looking very, very sad here, as the heart's just like priceless. The term is priceless. That is basically an accurate description of, you know, what goes on between my heart and my brain whenever I get these kinds of things. Alright, so DC Bombshells, then you got X-Files Season 11 Issue 1 comic block variant, then Ren Sonja Conan Issue 1 comic block variant, so yes, both of those were variants. Heart and Brain comic block exclusive print, and Spider Gwenum, that's clever. So it's an exclusive tee from Shirt Punch. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, so those are focus, not focus, don't focus. Well, that's a blurry thing of basically everything that just was included, which is kind of cool. And that's like the inside of the thing. I like these kind of boxes because they're actually quite cool in how they're colourful and stuff they are. So yeah, that was the comic block. So yeah, you get 3. Pretty sure the deal with them is you always get 3 comics. I don't think they have any particular theme. I just think it's whatever. And then you get a print. Although I think you can get other things. Obviously the card that tells you what you get, and you get a shirt. So that's pretty cool. I like it. It'll be interesting to see. And yeah, so you can go onto Nerdblock.com and you can order these. They have the comic block, which is this one that I just opened. They have the classic block, which is the one over that way. No, that way. There. That worked. They also have the arcade block. So the comic block is just like everything. The arcade block is specifically for gaming. Comic block is obviously specifically for comics. You have a horror block, which is just horror stuff, which is kind of cool. And then you also have the Nerdblock Junior and the Nerd Boys and Girls. So the Nerdblock Junior and the Nerdblock Comic are both $13.99 US. The arcade, the horror, and the classic, they're all $19.99 US. So I think for the arcade, the classic, and the horror, it cost me about 45 or 46 Australian to get one block and have it shipped. And for the comic block, I think it cost me about 35 when I last checked. 32 or 35, I'm not entirely sure. That's an Australian to have it shipped. So far I'd say comic block was probably more value for money. The one that I liked the most was the DC Bombshells. That looks quite interesting. I'm also kind of like X-Files, although I don't really like aliens. I have this weird fear of them. I don't even like E.T. But I do remember as a kid I did watch X-Files a lot and scare the crap out of myself, funnily enough. So that was kind of a nice one. But yeah, so as always, if you liked it, give a like. Share it with your friends, you know, subscribe, that would be cool. If you want to see something specific, leave a comment. Just remember, I might not be able to get certain things because I'm in Australia, so sometimes the shipping can be too high, or might not just be worth it, or once you have currency conversions it might just be really expensive. Then there's also some places won't ship to Australia at the moment. They won't ship internationally. So just be mindful of those things, that if you suggest something like that and I can't do it, it's not that I'm ignoring you, it's not that I don't want to, it's not that I don't like it or anything like that. It's just that, you know, some things might be stopping me. So anyhow, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. See ya!